I use mathematics to create virtual worlds, either in the past or the present or the future, to predict how ecosystems change. We call these things complex adaptive systems. They're very difficult to predict. So you can't say, if we do this, this is going to happen. All we can do is say, if we do this versus that, then the outcome has a higher or lower probability of whatever objective we're trying to optimize. We always say in our discipline that, all models are wrong, but some are useful. All models are a simplification of a complex system. My best ideas probably come from forays into other disciplines. And that's when the ideas start to pop. So it's a two-way street. It's really me chatting with someone else and saying, what's the problem? What do you want to solve? And maybe I have some tools in my toolbox that can assist. I grew up in the bush, and my father was a hunter and a trapper. I grew up in Western Canada. And when I realized that logging companies were coming through and climate change was starting to happen, and you see the systems that I grew up in and I loved starting to degrade, you think, oh, maybe I'd like to save those. The way I've done it is come in more through the ecological side of things. What do we do in science? Well, we measure things, and what do measurements produce? They produce numbers. And what's the discipline that deals with numbers? It's maths. I'm a bit of a pessimist in terms of what the future might look like. It'll certainly look worse than it does today. The question is, how much worse? So if my work can make the future a little bit less worse, then I've justified getting out of bed in the morning. That's the way I look at it. I have a small farm in the Adelaide Hills. I make wine. We raise chickens and goats for food. I spent years in Arnhem Land catching turtles and crocodiles and buffalo and banteng. And the bush to me is everything. And it really sort of makes me distraught when I see it being destroyed.